I'm single too, but I have
Yeah.
one or two conversations here and there.
I mean, I have conversations,
Okay.
but it's not anyone that I would be interested in.
I'm the same way. I feel you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
they're just that
So
conversations.
they're absolutely. So it's not going to go anywhere. So
Okay.
it's single, no attachment.
I got you. I got you.
You're not standing in the way of anybody.
Right. I got you. Okay. Micah?
I'm going to use the Facebook line just because I just feel like doing it. It's complicated.
That's a cop-out, Micah.
That's not a cop-out. No, seriously, having a wide variety of expertise, having been married, separated, dealt with, singled, engaged a couple of
What
times.
are the complications of being a single, black, successful woman?
Wow. The complications? That's an interesting question because from my perspective, I don't think there aren't any complications. Oftentimes when you have conversations with other women, they talk about it being complicated. There's not enough men out there.
Right.
They're intimidated. I know Steve Harvey has said that they're not intimidated, but men are
I
intimidated
believe that too.
by your status. The number of men out there on your level in terms of success is a lot less. So it's if you look at it broadly and from a lot of women's perspective, they say complicated. I don't really see it as complicated because, as you know, I believe that we have to be of a high thought. So ultimately, we attract to us what's in us.
Sure.
And even though we may be professional and successful and we have, quote, status, there's still some internal issues that's keeping the right one away from us.
And I think what's important, you mentioned the word successful when talking about finding the man that's on that level. The definition of successful for you may be totally different than what it is for me. But across the board, no matter how it is defined, it seems as though it's still an issue to find that man that's on your quote level, whether it's mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially, intellectually. It's difficult to find all of that in one package.
That's a good point, but it also comes on the other side as well.
Sure.
It's difficult for men to find because we have to remember that everybody's at a different place on the path.
Right.
What you have to find out is what's important to you, because when you say the person that's on the same level as you are, that means you want yourself. So
That's good.
if you want someone to be a companion, someone that you can walk together on this journey, then you have to look at compatibility versus this person's on my level.
Cool. Good. So I'm gonna let you answer, Micah.
Yeah.
So this question.
Okay, thank God Troy is in here because he's gonna have to keep that microphone because I'm outnumbered right now. Man.
Okay, my question is, and think about this because before you answer, because I want Micah to answer my first question. I almost lost my train of thought. Okay, so should one person be, I don't want to say up or above, but in a place to pull the other up versus on equal playing fields? Micah, go ahead.
Okay, this is where I begin the conversation with where I am in life. I'm at a point where I want a more than. I want a more than woman. I want somebody who's more than what I am in every area and facet, whether it's spiritually, professionally, emotionally. And the reason that you strive for more than is even if they should by chance have some issues along the way, you're still generally at the same level. When I was doing marriage counseling, I told people, hey, listen, a marriage is not about 100%. You 50 and him 50.
Right.
A marriage is about 200%.
200%.
I need you to give 100. I need her to give 100. And just by chance, if anybody should ever fall off, you're still more than where you ought to be. Right. So people really have to go into relationships with a more than attitude. And so when I'm, as busy as I am professionally, having time to talk and date or whatever you want to call it, because I'm not too sure what that single and attached, single not and attached. I heard this earlier from you. I have conversations. I don't have conversations. No, I'm not.
I love it.
No, because one of the things you do have to do, I think, as men, we have to respect where women are. And if that's the dynamic by which you operate, you're single, but you have conversations, or you're dating, or you're courting. I have to respect that's where your existence, your mindset is in the relationship game. Mine might not be that way. I'm single until I'm in a committed relationship.
And you know what? That's where I have to cut you. It's not because that's where I want to be.
I didn't say that.
That it's because it's the way it is right now.
The way it is right now.
So I'm single until I get into
Until
a
you get
relationship.
right.
And I think it's important to understand what conversations mean. Conversation simply means that I have friends in my life that are males that if I want to hang out and they want to hang out, then we can do that.
Okay.
Because no one wants to be, not have anything to do. And so you may have male friends. So conversation in no way diminishes the person who choose to be in conversation with a person,
Right.
and nor, because there's no sexual involvement, nor do they hinder the right person from coming in.
Right.